Hi guys, this is Caleb with DSLR Video Shooter, and I get a lot of questions on my website, a lot of emails, and usually I don't share those with people. You know, I just try to help people with whatever questions they have. But Jeff on Vimeo just recently sent me a message with a bunch of questions that I thought were fairly interesting, and so I asked him if he'd be all right if I did a video on it. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that, and if you guys have questions, feel free to contact me through the form on the website, and I'd be happy to maybe do something like this more often. If this kind of thing really bores you, tell me, and we won't keep doing it. But I thought these were kind of interesting, so I'll just try to stay brief with my answers, and it'd be interesting to start some discussions on some of this stuff. So Jeff writes, number one, did you attend film school, and do you think it's necessary at this point in the game, quote marks? I did not attend film school. I did one semester of college, and I was planning on going to Columbia College in Chicago, but between it being too expensive and a lot of people telling me that I shouldn't go for a film degree because I wouldn't be able to use it, I decided to go in for business and marketing, did one semester, decided I had zero interest in pursuing that, and wanted to really start filming. So I quit school and went out and started trying to connect with people, started filming a little bit here and there, started doing some tutorials, and next thing you know, I was shooting full time and doing a website called DSLR Video Shooter. So I didn't go to film school. Do I think it's necessary? Definitely not. Would I write it off completely? No. I really think it's, as long as the education is serving you and you're not serving the education, then I think it's worth it. If you have a ton of drive and you know, the kind of person who can't not shoot and work, then I don't know if film school is, you know, necessarily the right thing for you, because you can always go out and get a lot of the education on your own, but it does require a lot of work because you're not surrounded by people that are in the film world, so it can be a little more difficult, but I wouldn't completely write it off by any means. Second question, in your opinion, are DSLRs around to stay, or are they just a fad? I don't think they're a fad because they're being used in the real world by real professionals. Do I think they'll stick around? Maybe eventually they'll die off, but I think that the form factor is here to stay. There's something about shooting on an SLR and that form factor that's very appealing, and having two cameras in one is really nice. So no, I don't think it's a fad, and I think it'll be around for a long time, because at the end of the day, as of right now, there's really no other camera you can get like a T3i, you know, like at this point, to have for $600 to have a giant sensor on a camera that also shoots great stills for under $1,000 is fantastic. So that's probably gonna be around for a while. Question number three, what is your favorite part of the production process and why? For me, it's filming. I started out as an editor and then got more and more into shooting, and that's my favorite part, you know, throwing lenses on cameras and you know, composing shots and playing with exposure and lighting. That's what really does it for me. I really, really enjoy that. I do also enjoy getting it back and, you know, on my RAID setup and playing with footage, but at the end of the day, it's the filming that really is something I enjoy a lot. Question number four, I noticed on your Chicago Contact Juggling video that you included some nice handheld shots. Did you have any kind of rig for that? Yes, I use this. This is the Cowboy Studio shoulder rig. I did a really crappy looking video of it a long time ago. I'd like to revisit it because, you know, it's been over a year since I did that video. But yeah, it's a great little rig. It's $20, $30, and it does a pretty good job. So most of that video I believe was filmed on this. So you know, you can't go wrong with one of these things. Okay, question number five. Do you have any movies, books to recommend? Off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of any movies, but when it comes to books, yes, there's a few. There's this one book called The Filmmaker's Guide to Cinematography. I'll put a link in the show notes, and that was the first thing I bought when I quit school. I went on Amazon, bought that book, and then a couple days later purchased a 70 and a 15mm lens and a tripod. And that was my starter kit, and that book was incredible. I read the whole thing, had that thing with me in my camera bag. It's a great thing to reference. And it really covers everything involving cinematography, everything from lighting to camera movement to framing, just all of it. So it's really a fantastic book, and I really think everyone should have it. Number 6, what are some of your current goals? The biggest one right now is to film more. Between, I do the website DSLR Video Shooter, but I also do a lot of web design, and actually getting out and shooting has become less and less of a regular activity for me, and that's something I really miss and obviously is really important. So I never want to be at a place where I wake up one day and I haven't filmed anything aside from podcasts for months. So definitely want to start doing that more, and so that's right now a big goal of mine. What would you say are the attributes that make one successful in the film industry? Probably fairly cliche answers, but hard work. Humility, I think, is a big one. A lot of people are so full of it, and that can really hurt you, especially when you're getting started. Last question, film or digital? Digital, because I never did film, and digital is a lot easier. So yeah, that's it, 8 questions. Thanks, Jeff, for asking them. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask me, and send me a message. And if you'd like to have that sent to you in video form, I think this is a great way to add some more content and kind of share questions and answers on the site as well. So stay tuned for more content from DSLR Video Shooter, and I will see you guys next time.